Greetings, welcome back to the Domed City. Still have the Raz with us. Last time we explored a bit of that area. Gonna go this way. Well, we went over there. Did we go out? No. What was this? I saw someone sitting there. Sir Riley. About back.
About Brabeck.
Oh, that. Right. That's the evil man.
Let's trade.
Making his life miserable. Yeah, I kind of already had a look at all the things you had. Nah. What do we have around here?
So, you come here from Goliath?
Goliath? No. I was exiled to the valley before I came here, but I hid myself in a crate and got brought up in the lift.
You escaped in a crate?
Yeah, those idiots had no idea I was in there. I waited till they were busy with the next one, slipped out, and I was gone.
You got lucky.
That wasn't luck, that was pure skill.
You were lucky.
Yeah, well, maybe I got luck and skill, but what I haven't got is beer. Feel like one?
Yeah, sure.
Well then, follow me.
Oh, they actually start walking. That's good. You're a guard. Well, you know that. But now I know that. Hidey hole. Sir? Daryl.
Ah, the gift and treasures of travel, for it brings new encounters. So what are you? Merchant? Bounty hunter? Or a nobody, like most people out there?
I was an old once. Nope, I'm not in a faction.
I'm not in a faction.
Well, guess you're one lonely son of a bitch then, aren't you?
Yep.
Here, before you start begging for help, consider it a gift from the Duke. You gave me enough that I can share.
Keep your charity.
Keep your charity.
It isn't smart to refuse a gift from the boss. You should learn to appreciate his generosity.
How do people live here? Vivian sent me to talk about the technician's job. Oh, right. This is one of the people that's considered for the job. Okay, let's have a word.
Vivian sent me to talk to you about the technician's job.
Yeah, good. And I'd like to apply for the job. And I'm willing to pay any price to get it. While I'm certain there must be people better qualified than me, there isn't anybody who will pay you as much as I will.
Oh dear. That was really weird how he crossed his arms and the thing on his belly there clipped through. Anyway. So yeah, I'm not I'm not getting a good vibe from this guy. How good are you with technology? Well, he kind of already told us, not very.
How good are you with technology?
Absolutely crap. I don't know one end of a screwdriver from, well, a hammer, to be honest. But I'm a fast learner, and if I have someone I can ask, then the rest won't be a problem. And did I mention the whole financially rewarding aspect of selecting me as the candidate?
Yeah, you did. What do you think about the clerics?
What do you think about the clerics?
What's this got to do with the job? This job is about technical reliability, and I can assure you that I am technically reliable. And as for my interests, you can count on me being a pacifist. I want to do anything to avoid a war, and the better access I have to new information, the better equipped I'll be to ensure a war doesn't suddenly break out without anybody seeing it coming.
I've heard enough.
Okay. And remember to put in a good word for me with Vivian. I'll make it worth your while.
Okay. Should we write this down? I mean, do we get at the end of this whole quest, do we just have to pick one from a list without any clarification? Daryl seems to be a what are they called again? There's the clerics, there's the separatist elves, there's the normal elves, there's the berserkers, and there's the outlaws. Right. Outlaw spy, maybe? Sort of. Bit of gangster. Alright. Written that down. Probably not gonna pick that guy, even though I'm not really aligned with the clerics anyway, but...
So, you aren't that stupid after all.
I kill rats. That's what I do, man.
Yeah? Not now.
Okay. A hammer. Well, it's not stealing. I'll take it. Fists.
I am watching you.
Okay. What if you got separatists in your house? The forbidden toilet paper. Let's get out. The forbidden toilet paper. That's probably sandpaper, isn't it? Sleeping bag, cigarettes. These are up for grabs. Mana.
Are you here to seek shelter or to cause problems? This area is a sanctuary for refugees. There's nothing here for reavers, recruiters, or troublemakers.
So this is again a model that looks very much like Cinda and all the Berserker ladies, but she does have a different color top there. That's interesting. Reavers, recruiters, troublemakers. What's wrong with you? Have I done something to pee you off? I'm not a reaver. I'll do what I want. I'll do what I want. I am not a reaver. Well, that's for sure.
I'm not a reaver.
Then I hope that means you're here to help.
You always brought you here. You're a berserker. So she is a berserker. What brought you here?
What brought you out here?
This is a place away from the war. A place people could make up their minds without being pressured to join one of the factions. If the people here wanted to join a faction, they would have. But some people aren't ready for that. Or they've been cast out. They have to go somewhere.
So there's no faction in charge here?
Well, the clerics keep order, but it's not like the Horde where entry means you have to join them. Here you can forget about factions.
Ah. You're a berserker. Is Edan trying to conquer Abessa?
You're a berserker. Is Adan trying to conquer Abessa?
I don't answer to Edan. And these people belong to no faction. They belong only to themselves. I stand as their protector against anyone who would force them to do otherwise. My only connection to Edan is my magic. I wish it was more, but wishes don't make things so.
Yeah, I've not really seen any of the magic the berserkers have been talking about. Apart from the magic that they use, well, it's not really magic, I suppose, kind of the world hearts. But I'm guessing there should be like actual magics, spellweaver stuff, spells, whatnot. I've not seen any of that. But yeah, maybe that only comes into play once you join the berserkers. But still, I've not seen nobody use any sort of magic. Anyway, so I don't even know what the magic would be that they claim to have, apart from the world heart. Anyway, have you been exiled?
Have you been exiled from Goliath?
Exiled? No. There are those in Edan who want to use my magic for their own purposes. Ever since my power started to grow, they changed me. Their mana changed me, and that change just won't stop. I'm becoming stronger and stronger. It is terrifying.
Always so edgy. If that's true, why don't you use your power?
If that's true, why don't you use your power?
I do, I have. But sometimes it overwhelms me. That's why I fight alone. If I lose control of a spell, there's a chance I could kill anyone and everyone around me. The warlords wanted to test me. Try my powers, to harness them. Now I need to find a solution myself. But to do that, I need to study the properties of ELEX, to learn more about it.
I didn't catch your name. Is this Kaya by accident, by any chance?
Are you always so edgy?
You know you wouldn't need to defuse things if you didn't get people wound up in the first place. Damn, this is like being back in Goliath all over again.
I could use someone like you. I guess.
I could use someone like you.
Use? There's a word I've heard too much. Well, count me out. I'm not interested in being used.
I could help you.
What
That's
do
more
you
like
know
it.
of what I need? What do you know of how to help me?
Tell me.
ELEX marks people. Mana, chems, exposure from food tainted by it. It stays with people. You have its mark on you. You're different somehow.
Mm.
What is it about you?
Ah, this is guy. Okay. Let's see. What can we tell? I took ELEX in the past. It's what you're seeing. Or is there something else? I'm not different. You must be mistaken. Keep your damn questions to yourself. Well, she kind of already knows what we're doing. That something's up. I took ELEX in the past. That's what you're seeing, or is there something else? We're not actually saying flat out we're an L. Although at this point, not being in Goliath, I guess it won't be such an issue if we were to admit that we were once an L. But just kind of, I don't really like that idea. Although the game seems to be pushing towards, not really pushing, but kind of saying, well, you can just say it is. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I took it in the past.
I took ELEX in the past. Is that what you're seeing? Or is there something else?
Took it? You were fed it. You were an Alb soldier.
Alright.
Well, it seems we have something in common. We've both been fed ELEX in one form or another. It's changed us. And neither of us know what that means we are now.
What do you think? My offer still stands. So yeah, like I mentioned, Kaya is kind of meant to be, having not played ELEX 1, this is the first time playing, well, apart from playing the intro a bit, but this is as far as I've gotten. But I do know ELEX 2 starts out with you having joined the Berserkers and actually being, yeah, romantically involved with Kaya because you have a child. So it's, yeah, we probably just need to take Kaya with us if we doing a canonical run, which I kinda thought to do. But so far, I've not really sent any companion away because they just you just get the quest anyway, and you can just send them to camp, so it's fine.
What do you think? My offer still stands.
And what exactly is it that you're planning?
Yeah, I don't even.
I am going to end this war by taking the fight to the Elexitors. And I'm trying to put together a group skilled enough to win that fight.
And you think I'll take part in this?
In return, I will help your quest to find the ELEX you're searching for. Then you can improve your magical abilities. You said yourself, the longer you are here, the more you fear your powers will overwhelm you. The longer you stay here, the more danger you put these people in. If you really want to protect them, you need to leave.
Even if that's true, why should I leave with you?
I was an Alb. I know ELEX and I
Bam.
know magic. I know the impulses that follow you even during sleep. I know the nightmares and the problems of trying to control power that really wants to control you. And I know what it's like when all that is taken from you. We can help each other.
And it's not like I have other options. Not in the long term. You're right. I'm hiding from it here. I need to get out there and find a real solution. I'll wait by the main gate, and we'll see if your actions can match your words. You should stock up here before we go.
I will meet you by the gate.
Just don't keep me waiting, or you might find I change my mind.
Very good.
Raz liked it.
Don't mess me around, or I'll mess with you.
Berserker? Hey,
I've never trusted her.
you look a lot like me, sir.
Nah,
Eh? You don't think
stop being an asshole.
Well, well.
so? You're like Jack
The
Slice.
fight is the only thing that matters. That makes a real man.
I've never trusted her.
There are a couple of mods, well,
They'll cost
two,
arms.
but one of them has multiple options to kind of change jacks.
I've heard that before.
Think. There's one Rocket Jacks, which I used a bit.
Stop being an
I
asshole.
tried it out, but
Wow,
it's kind of
that was a
Jax
serious
without
waste of
scars,
time, wasn't
and
it?
he gets
I've
a
heard a
beard.
lot about that. I'm not sure I believe it.
But there's also one that has like options
Yes,
and
I'd
kind of
heard
gives
things
you
were
the
rough
face
there,
that looks a bit
too.
like that one.
Fuck all of them. I hope they drown in their own
Kind
shit.
of a more plain
I wonder
face.
if he was serious about that.
The fight is the only thing that
I think
matters.
the
That makes
description
it
actually
real.
says kind
Yes,
of more
I'd
in
heard
line with
things were
your
rough there, too.
classic
Don't mess me
Piranha
around,
Bytes
or I'll
protagonist.
mess with you.
Wow, that was a serious waste of time, wasn't
Fuck
it?
all of them. I hope they drown in their own shit.
Yeah, well, even though still you could say Jax is kind
I
of
wonder
a
if he was serious about that.
kind of a plain
Fucking elves.
looking guy
They cost
in a
all of
way.
us.
Well, he has the
Well,
scars.
well.
That's kind of this thing. So if you take the scars
Stop
away, he's
being an
more-
asshole.
But yeah. Anyway, let's talk to Fenk.
Hey, you. Hey, it's you.
Yes, Frank. It's me, Jax.
I heard they'd shot you down. That you were dead. Apparently that was wrong. But if you're here, does that mean you're a separatist now? Will you stay here and support our cause? I'm sure you would be very welcome.
Oh, yeah. Seems like ELEX doesn't keep you young. What cause? You betrayed all that you were. I don't want anything to do with you. I will give you my support. What cause? Well, we kinda know, but anyway.
What cause?
We've broken free from Zakor, from being slaves to ELEX. And we've worked, persuaded people to allow us into the city. And now we're here. We are working to be allowed to stay. Would you be willing to help us?
I only get two options. I don't have the option I'm not getting involved. Yeah, I'll give you this.
I will give you my support.
Good. We have to stick together. People blame us for this war, even though we left Zakor to escape it. They will doubt us until the day peace begins. I mean, they don't even trust each other. Among all these warring people, all these different agendas, we, you and I, share a similar destiny. It's the only way anyone will survive.
What goods have you got? It seems like you were tolerated in the city. Do you need any help? Let's see what you have.
What goods have you got?
Drone control. Not a whole lot you got there, Fenk. Anyway, I think I already sold kind of all the stuff that I can. Pretty much. Pretty much. Yeah. Flyer from the Dome City. I should probably read that. Oh, I want to talk to you, Fenk. Seems like you're tolerated.
It seems like you're tolerated here in the city.
That is exactly what we are. Tolerated.
Hmm.
We are still a long way from being accepted.
Albs who have become refugees in your own war.
This isn't our war. This city is a place of freedom, but all the old suspicions remain. The outlaws claim they are being oppressed. The clerics say they are neutral, but they aren't. The berserkers, they don't seem to know what they're doing, apart from avoiding their laws. We are trying to discover who we are. I think people see that we are all here for a new start.
Need any help?
Do you need help?
It is good that you offer to help us. The berserkers are already trying to get us thrown out of the city. We need the protection offered by this place. We won't survive without it. We've persuaded people here that we are worth a chance. But there will always be those who won't see it that way. And the Albs and Zakor want us dead. If we're to stay, we need someone to get to Caleb and York. They are key to our future.
Caleb and you? About the threat.
About the threat of you being thrown out of the city.
What is the problem with Caleb and York?
What is the problem with Caleb and York?
Jorg is a berserker. He's accused us of spying for the Albs and Zakor. He claims he saw us handing over information about the shield generators. It's completely illogical. We are the ones with the most to lose if Zakor captures this city. But the free people are prisoners to emotion. It makes them doubt logic. They have already thrown one of our group out of the city. Now they are threatening the rest of us with the same fate. We are no friends of the Albs and Zakor. They would see us dead. We want this to be our home now. We need the free people to understand this.
Yeah, I guess we'll help out. I was kind of thinking about the broader goal of this game, and it seems to be going to war with the Alps. Kind of. So, getting as much help as we can. So we kind of want to be on good terms with just about as many people as we can get. And also, just helping out because we're not trying, at least trying not to be a dick all the time.
I will help you.
Good. That is the response I wanted. It is best if you go straight to York. Caleb is already attempting further arguments to ensure our expulsion. But it is York's statement that has put us in danger. That lie underpins Caleb's argument against us. If people believe we are working with the enemy, we will be exiled from the city and left to die. But if Jorg confesses his lie, then Caleb would no longer have the proof he claims. They would have no reason to expel us.
Okay.
Why are you torturing yourself over that?
Okay, the rest doesn't seem to have
Don't mess me around.
reaction to that. Nira, we're
What do
supposed
you
to talk
want
to
from
you.
me? To drive me off? Or maybe even have me killed? You don't scare me. Your people are a plague upon this land. Although, there is something different about you. Do you usually spend time with people like us?
Do we have a sign around our neck that says ex-Alp? I can't stand your kind. I know a lot of Alps. I was an Alp. I don't think it's a bad... So yeah, we can go around. We seem to be able to go around and tell everyone we used to be an Alp. But then again, against an with an Alp separatist, I don't know if it makes much sense to try and hide it. What do they care? Might as well explain ourselves. I think the Alp separatists are fine. Yeah.
I was an Alp myself once.
Yes. You stopped taking ELEX. That is rare, which makes me question how you did it.
Cold turkey. Vivian sent me.
Vivian sent me. About the technician job.
I am without question the best candidate they will find. Therefore, selecting me is the logical choice. But I need proof that the clerics are really willing to work with me. If I am to work for the clerics, then I would like to be paid. The free people seem to value shards above all things, and so payment would be proof that they take me seriously.
Okay. Nira wants to be paid. Noted. What are your qualifications for this job? Well, she's kind of best. Do you think you can work with clerics? I'm not paying you. You will get your payment. Oh, we can just pay her. We could. 500 shards at this point. Well, it's still quite a lot. We only have like 2,000 something, close to 3,000. But yeah. We've not talked to the other ones though, but yeah, I was kind of guessing she's the best one. Anyway, what are your qualifications?
What are your qualifications for this job?
I served as the battlefield technician for my unit in Zakor. I have already discovered errors in the AI systems of the clerics' mechs, and I would be able to modify them. Even the dome isn't running as efficiently as it could. That is another thing I could improve.
Do you think you can work with them?
Do you think you can work with the clerics?
I think it would be better if this city was led by an alb or a machine. But I understand that it isn't up to me to determine this. So yes, I could imagine working with them in the existing circumstances. despite their inefficiencies.
Oh, very good of you. Maybe we should. Oh, she could teach us stuff.
Teach me something.
Of course.
Aha, lockpicking. We need that. Pickpocketing. We also need that, but we need more. You only steal twice. Gives you the ability to steal an additional item when pickpocketing. Modify weapons, gemstone, hack, professional hacker. Hold your horses, mining. Improves the yield when extracting minerals, increases with each level. Thing is so far. Oh, chemistry. No, we need intelligence. Okay, I want to get lockpicking. Think. Do I? Yeah, probably. Locksmith? Lockpicks will no longer break. Oh yeah, you need lots of dexterity in it. Huh. So, I'm usually not a big fan of pickpocketing in RPGs. I just don't find it very useful most of the time. In this game so far, only because I made a mistake picking a dialogue option that wasn't quite the option that I thought it was. So now we kind of have a need for pickpocketing. But then again, that's kind of the thing. Will it be useful in other locations, other points in the game? I don't know. Let's get at least this going. Okay, lockpicking earned. That'll be it for now. Oh. Nearest records. Okay. Let's read that. Living among the free people of the domed city, I realize how much I detest them. For anything they do, they require payment. It has taken persistence to acquire the few primitive tools I have obtained. This would be easier to overcome if it weren't for the emotions I am suffering. Frustration, anger, both unproductive and efficient. The city is corrupt. I will take strength to survive here, and it will take strength, and to further our cause. Rats.
I've never trusted her.
The fight is the only thing that matters.
I'm taking a lamp.
That makes a real man.
Why are you torturing yourself?
So yeah, Nera might be a good choice, though she comes with some baggage. I would say it doesn't seem like her heart is in it, but yeah, with not having so many emotions and all, that makes sense. I do like the environments in this game, most of the time, so far. ELEX 2 is even better, from what I've seen. Okay, this is something.
Now's not the time, alright?
Yeah, people keep saying that. Seem to be real busy. Hey, Berserkers. Rorik.
Hey, you're new here in the city, right?
You look like Stormson. Yes, I've just arrived.
Yes, I've just arrived.
I thought so. I saw you come through the gate, you see? Anyway, I want to ask you something, if that's alright. Have you been to Edan recently? To the Berserker's city of Goliath, to be exact.
Yep.
A good friend of mine is still there.
If you're that interested, then why don't you go back and see him yourself? Well, that's kind of, again, kind of rude. Who is your friend?
Who's your friend?
His name is Kral. He's a guard at the Mana Shrine. At least, he was when I left. He thought he still had a chance to save his brother, Grimar, from the Alb Converter. Do you know what happened to him?
I haven't been to Goliath. No, those names are not familiar. Even without this option, I don't recall those names.
No, I don't know, Kral.
No? Okay, well, thanks. And thanks anyways.
Vivian sent me.
Vivian sent me.
Is it about the technician job for the clerics?
Yes.
I'm interested, but I'm not sure that this is the job for me. I mean, I've not had much to do with technology. I've tried to learn since I came to Abessa, but I'm still only just starting out.
Okay. Rorik, unskilled. So you've left the Dan. What do you think about the clerics? What experience do you have with technology? If you get orders you don't like, will you run away from here like you did from the Dan? Let's go in order.
So, now you've left Edan. What do you think about the clerics?
I'm grateful they let me in. They don't bother me, and I don't bother them. I'm not a berserker anymore. I live here.
What experience do you have with technology?
What experience do you have with technology?
Well, back in Goliath, I used to take machines apart. There aren't many I've not seen from the inside. Strange, really. My job used to be to get rid of technology, but now all I want to do is put it back together. The clerics make some incredible things. I mean, just look at the dome. That's an amazing feat of engineering.
Unskilled but willing and excited. If you get orders you don't like.
If you get orders you don't like, will you run away from here like you did from Edan?
I don't know. But the clerics don't ban some people from doing some things and not others. If I want to learn about technology, they'll let me. They're the same with everyone.
I've heard enough.
Okay. Right. I'll see you then.
I was just thinking, what if you would do that in your day-to-day life? Just when you're talking to people, just go, I've heard enough. Yeah, I've heard enough. Berserker.
No, not now.
Oh, yeah. Do we have anything? Applejack. Oh yeah, right. Let's make one. Raw meat. There we go. Yep. It's still so odd to me that the quest didn't actually attention thieves. All right, sir, you might like to. Well, I don't care. Attention thieves. Residents of the Dome City, the recent succession of thefts is a threat to us all. Stay vigilant. Report suspicious behavior to the authorities. Keep your valuables secure. Do not trust any stranger. Report anything out of the ordinary. Anyone found to be cooperating with the thieves will be punished. Alois? Damn it, I don't remember his name. City Administrator. I remember the guy. Yeah, he was a guy, so it's not... The Forbidden Broom.
I will notice if anything goes missing, all right?
Hello, sir.
I don't have any time right now.
Oh, yeah, you're peeing. Whoop.
Yeah? Not now.
Oh. Fine dining knife. Taking it. Fine plate. Yep. Mine now. Attention thieves. Fair enough.
They say that, but you know they collect ELEX for themselves.
I call that dangerous half-knowledge.
You can forget it, Braubeck. I
Talk,
serve
that's
everyone
all he
here.
is.
Ah, there's
Save
Braubeck.
yourself some work and some pain.
by doing what I say.
Frankly, these should be showing
Let
more
those
respect.
assholes drink piss from the gutters. And
They
you keep
say
your
that,
supplies
but
for the
you know
real
they collect ELEX for themselves.
What do you care who I serve?
Really? Now?
I still serve you, even though the other people complain about it.
So you are taking their side, are you?
I'm staying out of it.
I'm on nobody's side. I'm
nobody
just
listens
getting
to
on with my job.
You had better reconsider
They say that,
this.
but you know they collect
Reconsider
ELEX for
what?
themselves.
One wrong word and the clerics will throw you out of the city.
If we all did our
Do us
duty, then
both a
duty would
favor
be
and
done.
calm the hell down.
This isn't over. I will come
You don't
back.
know that either, whatever
When
you
you
say.
do, make sure you bring some shards. I'm sick of giving credit and I need to change, all right?
I don't want anything to do with it.
So yeah, he's the bad man we've been warned about. Let's have a word.
Do you believe that? Really
Hey,
believe it?
come over here.
All right.
Let's get a drink together.
What are we celebrating?
What are we celebrating?
Victory over the Alps. Or do you have another reason to celebrate? Because any reason works for me.
I believe victory over the Alps.
Victory over the Alps?
Well, imminent victory. Got to be, hasn't it? Or don't you have any confidence in us? Don't say the wrong thing now. You got to believe if you want to succeed.
If you keep drinking, you're not going to beat anyone.
What the? I was being
Just eat your liver.
hospitable there. Now you're opening your mouth and inviting someone to shut it. And I am so close to plugging it for you. But because you're new, I'll give you a chance. One final chance. If you get the next round, we'll stay good friends. So, what'll it be? Are you gonna take it in the teeth or feed it to the liver?
Show me what you've got.
Show me what you've got.
A fighter. Let's have you then, fighter.
That has to happen sooner or later.
They say that the pilgrim Thorold has enemies,
Come on.
You should do it.
talk. That's all he is.
The rest really doesn't seem to help with these kind of fights.
They say that, but
So you
collect
can
ELEX
stun
for
people.
themselves.
What the fuck? You cheating bastard!
Why?
Did you drug me? What the fuck did you do to me?
I beat you, asshole.
Yeah, keep pushing your luck. Someone will shut that big mouth permanently one day.
Why aren't you in the den with the other berserkers? Sure.
Why aren't you in a den with the other berserkers?
Fuck the berserkers. I don't have anything more in common with them. They would have exiled me to the valley sooner or later, so I beat them to the punch and left. Fuck them and their laws. You can have it much easier here. And if you want to earn something for nothing, try fighting one of the outlaws here in the domed city. Those assholes always come off worse. Just ask Riley. He knows it's time for him to take another beating.
No, I was actually trying to do the opposite.
I'm not doing your dirty work.
Well, then we really don't have much to talk about then, do we? Fucking pacifist.
That was well done.
Pacifist?
I call that dangerous half-knowledge.
I'm staying out of it.
So, I have to go.
Vito,
That has to
talk to
happen
you,
sooner
sir?
or later.
Hey, traveler. Is your throat dry? Are your feet aching? Whatever your problem, I have what you need. One good swig will cure all worries, and that's guaranteed.
I heard about your fight with Brabeck. Do you have any news to go with the drink? How is business? Do you want to trade? Sure.
I heard about your fight with Brabeck.
Ah, forget that guy. Every city has someone like him. You just have to ignore them. Let me know if I can do something for you.
Any news?
Do you have any news to go with that drink?
News? I presume you're talking about news from in here. I don't hear anything much from the outside now the city gates are sealed. The future of the domed city is the only topic people are concerned about right now. That's pretty much all of the conversation. There's been peace in here for years, but right now, well, we're all set for things to boil over. I don't want to say it's the cleric's fault. It's always easy to blame the people in charge, isn't it? But who else do we blame? The berserkers, the outlaws, the separatists? Me? I find it best not to blame anyone.
How is business?
How is business?
Now that everyone is paying credit? Roaring. Not many people aren't happy to pay on credit. It's me that's holding the bill and hoping to get paid before I run out of supplies. Speaking of which, do you know where I can get any food supplies? I'll pay real shards to get more food supplies in.
Most people try to earn profit in your situation, huh? I can help you if the job pays well. You need supplies and you'll pay for them. I will remember that. What is this option? Most people try to earn a profit in your situation, huh? Survival 2. Why? Let's just say we'll remember.
You need supplies, and you'll pay for them. I will remember that.
A promise is a promise. Great. Thank you. Your heart is in the right place.
What do you have?
Do you want to trade?
Black leather cowl. Nah, that's okay. See ya. Fire.
They say that, but you know they collect ELEX for themselves.
I call that dangerous half-knowledge.
Cleric order says every resident of Abessa can get free food from York starting immediately. Signed, the clerics. Every resident. Resident? Resident. That is spelled really weirdly. I don't... Cleric. A cleric order says every resident can get free food from you immediately. Significant. The clerics. The way food is given is now differenter. That's odd.
He's been bothering me with that for days now.
Yeah, there they go again.
Not now.
York, we are meant to speak to you.
If you're here for the food rations, then I'll tell you what I told the other 100 people. Someone must have been making a joke.
Yeah.
I don't have anything to sell or give out, so you can just turn around and leave.
What are you talking about? I'm not here about the food rations. I was promised food and I want it. Yeah, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
The free rations. The free rations, as if there would ever be free rations. Ah, but you're not here for that, are you?
Nope.
Then I'm sorry. I have been the butt of a joke that has left me rather angry, and I thought... Well, I'm sorry. It's just... I'm just so sick of it. The belligerence between the berserkers and outlaws. Everything was simpler when I was a cultivator in Goliath. We had laws and everyone obeyed them. Why can't people just all work together?
Why can't we just all get along? Fenk sent me. Fenk wanted us to talk to a different guy. The other one was more important, right? Anyway.
If you feel that way, why don't you go back to Goliath?
No. Those days are gone. I left willingly to establish a world heart here in Abessa. But when it became clear that the seedling wouldn't grow, Caleb decided that we would remain here. And whatever Caleb says is best. But now, no. I can't go back. We went against orders from Goliath. If I go back now, they'll just stick me in a cage, no questions asked.
Yeah, we're meant to talk to Caleb. I think he was more important than York. Let's see though.
Fenk sent me.
Did he? Well, I don't have anything to say to those albs. This whole thing between Caleb and Fenk is starting to get on my nerves. I shouldn't have said anything, okay? But what's done is done, and that's that.
Tell me your version of the story. About the situation.
Tell me your version of the story.
My version? I'm stuck between the two of them. I told Caleb in confidence that I saw Fenk meet an Alb outside the city. Could have been a separatist, but I wasn't sure. I didn't see any more than that, but Caleb decided to tell the clerics. He convinced me that the Alb Fenk met must have been from Zakor. But I have no real idea who he was, or what faction he's with.
About the situation?
About the situation with the separatists.
Do you have any idea what I should do? I feel this is a mess.
Go to the clerics and tell them you made a mistake. I should speak to Caleb before I give you any advice. Yeah, I should.
I should speak to Caleb before I give you any advice.
Do that. The less I have to do with this, the better.
You are one noisy beast. Let's eat some. Okay, Riley.
About Brabak.
Leave him to me.
Leave Brabak to me.
You'll deal with him? That would be great. Really great.
Yeah.
You won't find me trying to put you off that.
Should've.
If you think you can scare him off so he leaves me alone, that would be good. Even if I do, I think ramming a knife into his guts would be a better approach. I would have tried that myself. But if I'd failed... But if you do get rid of him, however you do it, then I will pay you.
I'm hoping I don't have to kill him. This is more about just... Because we already beat him, I hope we can just tell him to back off. Now the question is he still around? Outlaw. An outlaw.
As he wishes.
Outlaws.
He should do it.
A renegade.
They say that the pilgrim Thorold has answers, but who knows?
If we all did our duty, then duty would be done.
I think he left.
They say that, but you know they collect ELEX for
The
themselves.
forbidden dining plate.
As he wishes.
He
should do it.
Leave.
Oh, I should leave? Alright.
He's been bothering me with
Alright,
that for
alright.
days.
Let me leave.
Get out of here.
Let me leave.
That's it. Get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
Nobody listens to me.
Guys. Is that Brabak? Brabak. No, that's York.
Don't go trying to steal stuff. I've had enough of that shit.
Alright. Is that you, Nira? No.
Yeah? Not now.
Oh, you all look alike. Is Kaya there? Yeah, I think she's standing outside there. There she is.
Hey, have you got a few shards for a veteran? Help me out and I'll tell you about the city.
A couple of shards could save us more if he does know something useful.
Useful? I can be useful.
What do you think? Will you give him something?
Get out of here. Yeah.
There, take this.
Thanks. Thank you. Oh, I won't forget this. And since you have helped me, I'll make sure my contacts hear about it. You help me, I'll help you. Come back in a few days, yeah? I'll have something that might interest you.
Tell me about the city.
Tell me about the city.
Right, well, where to start? First off, a lot of people are avoiding the north of the city. This place always has something going on, but right now, there's really something brewing. That means the north isn't exactly welcoming unless you're a thug. The western section's safer. You're okay there as long as you don't break the law or look funny or say something the clerics don't like. The southern part, well, that is really quiet. Nothing really happens there, but wherever you are, you should know the clerics are watching. Alois. He runs this place, and he hates thieves, and beggars, and trouble causers, and pretty much anyone. He thinks he's God's messenger or something, and that means he's got one big old stick up his ass. So don't piss him off. If you ignore anything else, don't ignore that advice. Don't piss off the clerics. There now, you are fully informed.
Excellent.
Yeah, the rest got a kick out of that. Yeah, and help Separatists actually doing yard work. Hang on. Chosen. Kaya's waiting, yeah. Professional thug. If I choose to help one faction over the other, I could change the balance of power. Some rights for all. Vacancy. Yeah, I want to have this one on the map. Nera. Okay, so Nera is the only one then that's left. And Nera is the one we're supposed to give money to. Nera is the best option. Basically because she told us so. But she wants money. How much money do we have? A bit of... yeah. I think... yeah, we've helped some outlaws. We've helped the cleric. Let's help the clerics again. Oh, iron ore. Thank you.
Vivian.
If I am to work for the clerics, then I would like to be paid.
Yeah, okay.
You will get your payment.
Good. Then tell the clerics I can begin work immediately.
Maybe, maybe Vivian will give us some money for that. There's Brabeck. Need to provoke. So tell me, what do you want me to fight? Yeah, provoke Brabeck. Again?
You need to learn respect for others.
You think that because you beat me once, that I'm afraid of you? You are so wrong. So piss off, or I'll give you your head on a plate.
Give people some respect and you won't need to fight. You can try. I guess this guy is more about this... Sure.
You can try.
I'm gonna give your whore of a mother a reason to cry. Come here.
Yeah. Oh. Crap.
That wasn't so good.
Put that weapon away before. That's the right decision.
You didn't like that?
All right. You've made your point, so leave me alone.
All right.
You had better leave people alone from now on.
I got it.
From now on, keep your hands off the outlaws.
And if I don't?
Then you'd better find a bodyguard before I come back for you.
All right. Fuck it. You get your wish.
Smart decision.
Done. Let's see. Right, need to take the dried meat to
all the creatures out there makes it way
to
too dangerous.
Large mana potion, large healing potion, small healing potion, healing potion. Should probably assign that to something. Sure. Oh, actually not enough to get full health. These guys have a very particular route. Alright, He's still here.
Are you coming to see me?
Yep.
About Brabak.
You don't need to worry.
You needn't worry about Brabak. He'll leave you alone.
Leave me alone? He won't do that while he still draws breath. Oh, please tell me you didn't appeal to his conscience. He hasn't got one.
Don't worry. I made things clear to him. He won't be back.
Well, okay. Thank you. Thank you. That's what I wanted to hear. Wow. I might actually live through this year now. Thank you. Thank you. Here, this is for you.
He took a side. Kind of wonder what will happen if you just go about not really picking a particular side, just going sometimes helping those guys, sometimes helping the others. I'm trying to remember what I seem to remember there being games where stuff like this would happen and then you just kind of not really deliberately picking a side, but then at some point it just happens and you're just like, oh, I wasn't ready for that. Anyway, there's Vivian. About the candidates.
About the candidates for technician.
Yes?
Nero wants to be paid in advance. If you want to, you should give the separatist Nero. You should make the outlaw. You should, yeah. Nero wants to be paid. Well, she's already been paid. You should give the separatist Nero the job.
You should give the separatist Naira the job.
Then you think she'll commit to us here? What convinced you about her?
She's the best candidate by far. She is the best technical candidate, but she is also an elf. I think she's worth trying, but you should keep an eye on her. Yep.
She is the best technical candidate, but she's also an alb. I think she's worth trying, but
you should keep an eye on her because you found that note.
I don't know if I want to take that risk. Still, we are short of candidates, so I suppose we should try her and see. Thank you for helping me with the selection. Here, your payment as promised.
That's less than I paid Naira as an advance.
Well, I didn't ask you to pay her anything.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. This is all I can afford. I'd better go and take care of my new recruit right away. This should secure us going forward. At least I hope so.
That's very good.
Got our money back. Well, the rest like that.
Well, if that's what they're saying.
I wonder if he'd gave a bad reaction if we'd picked the outlaw.
Well, it's hard to get parts out here.
Don't tell me you're back.
Alright. Alright, that's the mission for Fank. Gaia. Shady dealings. Dumped outlaw supplies for weapons. Do I back them or the clerics? I kind of want to help that lady. Right to stay. Same rights for all. I should see where Caleb is. York. Fank. Oh, Caleb doesn't show up on the map. That's odd. Maybe we could ask Fank where Caleb is. You're the outlaw we're helping, right? Paige.
Better armed is better prepared. You mark my words.
Okay.
I've heard a lot about that. I'm not sure I believe it.
What goods have you got? Oh, we cannot ask Fank. Alright. Well, that's a shame. And this Letting your eyes adjust is a hassle. Berserker. Caleb, okay.
I saw you.
You saw me what?
I saw how you came through into the dome. Who are you? Why were you allowed in?
Why were you allowed in? We were allowed in because we have an ID. This doesn't make sense. I wasn't allowed in because I'm an elf once.
That's none of your business.
Then it sounds like you got in here illegally. As much as the clerics claim they control the gates, they really don't seem to be able to stop people getting in. And by that, I don't just mean you. Can you believe it? There are fucking albs in the city.
What do you have against the Separatists?
What do you have against the Separatists?
They are coming here, to our city. The only city with a real chance of peace among the factions. If it was up to me, then we would make sure these albs went somewhere else. They might say we have the same goal, the same enemy, but I don't believe a word of what they say. Who says they aren't spies sent here to deactivate the dome? They can't be trusted.
You want to have all the Separatists thrown out of the city?
You want to have all the Separatists thrown out of the city?
Yeah. And you know what? I have already started to make it happen. I'll recruit anyone who'll help get this done. We have an eyewitness who claims to have seen the Separatists exchanging information with the Albs. Traitorous bastards.
What information do you think they've shared?
What information do you think they've shared?
The Berserker Jorg saw Fenk meet with an Alb in front of the city. Why would they meet if it wasn't to exchange information about the dome?
Oh.
Sadly, Jorg is the only one who's seen Fenk. And now he started saying he isn't sure he really saw Fenk meet an Alb from Zakor. So I have to jog Jorg's memory, or make sure he stops denying what he said. There has to be a way to do that.
You don't think that Jorg could have been wrong in the first place? Or I can make sure Jorg starts denying.
You don't think that Jorg could have been wrong in the first place?
No, never. You can't trust these Separatists. They'll betray us sooner or later for sure. I'm telling you, this is just the beginning.
Oh, voice kind of changed there. Okay. Guess this is kind of it. Yeah, Rorik. Kind of locked in place there for a bit. So yeah, I'm gonna tell Jorg to not go ahead with his story. Seems like Fenk is in the right here.
About this.
Do you have any idea what I should do? I feel this is a mess.
Go to the clerics and tell them you made a mistake. Yeah.
Go to the clerics and tell them you made a mistake.
I can't do that. Caleb will call me a traitor. And for all I know, Caleb is right. That Alb could have been from Zakor. What if Fenk actually is an Alb spy?
All three, actually. But yeah, I spoke with Fenk.
I spoke with Fenk. He is not a spy.
How can you be sure? Whatever it was I saw it. Don't you think it's suspicious? And even if this Alb was a Separatist, we don't really know what they want either, do we? No. No, it's too risky just to hope he's innocent. I can't say anything to the clerics.
What does this mean? Suggestion. Let's try. Oh, skill level too low.
If that is your decision.
Yes. I'm sorry, but we can't risk it. Not if Caleb could be right. You've helped me decide. Thank you. The Separatists must leave the city. I will go to Caleb and tell him that I won't say anything.
You really messed up there.
Yeah, I did. Hang on. Let's see how far back this goes. Okay. Let's try that again. What should we pick though? Jorg. Ah, there you are.
Do you have any? I can't. And what if they?
Don't let him intimidate you.
You shouldn't let Caleb intimidate you.
You're right. I let him push me around even when we were living in Goliath. I was always following someone or other and doing what they told me. You're right. I've done Caleb's bidding without question for far too long, and where's it got me? I'll go to the clerics and tell them the Albs are innocent. You've helped me decide. Thank you. I will go to the clerics and do the right thing. I don't want someone to be thrown out of the city because of me.
You really messed up there.
What? No, it didn't. So, yeah, it seems like the Raz is just not happy either way. Does Fank have anything to say?
Well, well.
You may remain in the city.
You may remain in the city.
You managed to get Jorg to admit his lie to the clerics? That is good. It seems we can trust in the clerics' justice after all. Your service should be rewarded. That is half of my daily ration. I hope it is enough to show thanks.
Oh, you're making quite a lot of money. Well.
Fuck all of them. I hope they drown in their own shit.
Quite a comment there. So yeah, that was kind of the Dome City quest so far. Next time, I'll go ahead and meet Kaya outside. See where that takes us. For now, I'll call the episode here. So, yeah. Until then, farewell.